All right, good morning. Day 6 of the series. We have a new strat that we made from scratch in a week. Let's see if we can trade it well and actually get a payout. That'd be nice. We're with a new prop firm, Fund Your Edge. They opened today. I'm really excited about it. So we're trading with them. We're using TradeC as our platform. Fund Your Edge. We'll talk about it a little later. And until then, here we are. Let's make it happen. We're on the 5-minute, and we're going to just be trading every few bars. So we're going to have a real zoomed in view here. Really zoomed in view. Yeah, just price action. That's all we're going to be trading this morning. So yeah, I might be a little more focused than normal. So I'm be talking a little less. I want to nail this morning. We're going to be trading with minis, not micros. We chose a $50,000 account. And I think minis are going to be fine. But execution is going to be really tough. Actually, I might want to... I should have went through my settings and done hotkeys, honestly. I think that would have been the way to go. I'm actually going to clamp this just for 1 second. Just so I don't show any sensitive info here. Hotkeys. Yeah, they don't have a... they don't have a hotkey for limit orders. It's not a big deal. I could right click it, but that would be nice. If I could click in an order, it's fine. All right, back on the screen here. All right. 2 minutes, 48 seconds left in this bar. Let's see if we can get some stuff done this morning. Still haven't gotten coffee yet. It's too ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for the coffee. All right. Well, there's going to be a lot of chilling. If it was market profile or other theory, we have a lot of... But in this case, we bounced off a pre-market low here. And now we're probably going to go test pre-market high. I'm assuming because FOMC rate decision happens in 2 days, we'll be getting a lot of chop. So I'm expecting this strategy in chop to break even. But you never know. So we're going to be using our ruler to measure out a lot today. Other than that, we're in the races. Almost flat on the morning for 10 minutes. Within 3 points on the ES, very small range here. Yeah, it's basically a doji on the 10-minute. Huge wicks both ways. Tight range. We move on. Both of these bars I don't like. So we wait another 5. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm wearing my pajama Modelo shirt this morning. Went to the beach yesterday. It was pretty dope. Beautiful day. Beautiful day at the beach. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be... I'm going to be very boring this morning, unfortunately. But we got to trade well. The strategy, I have only done a few trades live. I haven't done them over a long period of time. So it's tough to read this one. It's very difficult to trade. This is probably the hardest strategy I've ever traded in terms of measurements, speed. You have to stay kind of a candle ahead. Multiple things can happen. It's just tough. It's a really tough one. But the supposedly, my data is showing it's very profitable. So we just got to stick it in there. Stick in there and hope for the best here. Pretty tight range, so we pretty much wicked down, wicked up, stayed in, starting to break lows a little bit. Getting into this noise over here. This is probably where you're going to actually get somewhat of a bounce of some sort. We'll mark it. And then we have our sellers up here. Yeah, big red bar here. Bring our little tool with us. All right, opened up a little bit. Might touch that liquidity down there. 13-point bar. Sizable. Sizable. There's the tapping into that liquidity. We'll see if there's still a buyer there. I think we're below pre-market low. This looks very head and shoulders. I'm not a pattern guy, but broke through that neck there. Might see some downside continuation today. Let's see. 1 minute, 7 seconds left in this candle. We don't do anything on this candle. This is a scratch here. This is some buyers still here. Oh, yeah. All right, 20 seconds left in this candle. Buyers are still here. I'm going to get rid of this zone, though, because I want less noise on my paper. Less noise. Get rid of this watermark, too. It's right in the middle of my screen. forget where the watermark is. There we are. You just get rid of that. Okay. So this is definitely a bar we are considering to enter in on. It really just depends. Multiple things here. We might play a 3-bar. So our first challenge is an inside bar breakout. So if this stays pretty much inside, we break down. That's where we're going to take that. And then we're looking for some kind of breakout reversals, but it's going to be very hard for me to explain that as we're going along, because I have to focus and do math, quick maths in my head. Quick maths. If we stay within this range here, it is our first inside bar. That would definitely be a contender. Maybe contender is the right word. Yeah. Let's see what happens here. We want 25. Okay. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. Continue to drag down. We will not enter into this. Let's hope this works. Green bar back into range here. I have to just right click. I don't think that's going to be quick enough. I'm being very focused here, just waiting for 2 minutes. Just keeping in mind the tick order it needs to be in, and trying to make sure that we also pay attention to a reversal as well. So these things are going to have to happen pretty quickly. This would be one of those times where it's nice to get a good indicator to help me measure. Finger on the trigger, baby. Finger on the trigger. Looking at the grid lines for standard deviations. Trying to pay attention, make sure we got the right size here. 30 seconds left. I'm just going to widen this a touch here. We have our other line here, 20 seconds left. I'm just going to give myself a little bit of some play here. If we come here, we're roughly right there. Okay, 8 seconds left. All right, we got that one in. 225. Okay. This is definitely something can happen on this bar, so for sure. Okay. Our orders are set right now. 725. Okay. So we're done. Whew. All right. Not gonna lie, a little nervous. A little nervous to make sure I get these orders in on time. We have to focus and pay attention. I think there's a flatten all. Is there flatten all? Cancel all. Okay, perfect. That's what we'll do if we miss any of these targets here. But we have our orders in, our sell below, our buy above, and then we have our take profits in. So a little nervous. First trade. I am not gonna lie to you. This is definitely tougher to do live. It would be easier if I could just like hold the key down and click buy, stop, sell. You know what I mean? Just like a quick click, right clicking everything. And then if I had measurements in, that would be fantastic. So here we are. I'm just going to double check this. Just to double check it. There's no sense in not. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. Might be focusing on the up. Might come back up into range maybe. I don't know. It's kind of exciting though at the same time. Coming down a little bit. See if we can get this one tick here. All right, we're in. Stop loss is going one tick above this. So we're going to take roughly a $400 loss if this gets topped out. Looking for a rotation down to 7725. I'm going to move this take profit down here. I'm probably honestly risking a little too much. I think we could probably cut this in half with this big of a size. I don't think we needed to go this heavy actually, but here we are. $37. Getting ready for another long short here if criteria meets. All right, this one's invalidated, so we're taking out these two here. It is positive that this closed pretty below, so we're going to get through this, hopefully get through this buyer, maybe fill this gap, overnight gap here. That's very possible. All right. Staying very focused here. Just trying to think one candle ahead. This would be a very big loss if we get stopped out on this first trade like this. Very big. So we should probably have sized down, but it is what it is. Okay, we're in for 2 now. Expecting this to fly lower. Stop's going to stay the same. Whew, nervous. I did 13 hours of back testing last week. Probably overdid it, honestly. Spent a lot of time making sure we're getting enough data. It only marked out about 400 trades. I like to have at least 100 per kind of variation. Ooh, my goodness. Nerve-wracking. Yeah, I think it's just nervous starting a new strategy and getting straight into it. That's really what it is. I'm making sure I'm executing well. This is not one I can kind of leisurely kick back on. It's not as bad as like the volume footprint or order flow or something like that. That you really have to pay attention and react. We got one fill. Look at that. And maybe the next one. We'll see. If it closes near solid, if it closes near the 1 minute, I'm just going to take it off. There we go. There's our second fill. Okay. First 2 trades are success of the day. We're trading with minis. That makes me feel better. Getting 2 wins right off the bat makes me feel better. So that is great. That is great news. All right. So we just got these $50,000 accounts. We need a $3,000 price target with Fund Your Edge, new prompt firm that just started today. We are here. We beta tested them last week. They were kind enough to send us some beta testing, and yeah, so I really like TradeC as their browser platform. I would say it's right up there with Top Steps. Natural, they use TradingView for their charts. Everything's really solid. Holy moly, this is a big bar here. They're trying to fill the gap, probably all the way down here, 447. Yeah, okay. Well, shoot, we got our first trade off. That's good. All right, now we got to get back into the trenches again. So let's pay attention here. Huge extension bar. This is just a beautiful leg down. Oh, man. Inside bar breakout there. Thank you, Al Brooks. Still really early in the morning, about 30 minutes in. Felt like it's been 2 minutes. It's gone by so fast for me. Getting a little bit of some retracement here. Yeah. Oh, wow. I'm excited as much as I am nervous because I hope this goes well. I hope this executes well. I'm excited to share the different theories and principles behind it with you guys later on in later videos. And we made it in a week, which is crazy, randomly. Two minutes, 30 seconds left on this candle. It's about a 6-point range, 7-point range. Oh, man, I'm tired. Tell you what. Two winners on the morning. Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. 1 minute 50 left. We're just kicking back. You got to kill a little time, just paying attention. Just paying attention, trying to make sure that I am trading appropriately here. 1 minute 30 seconds left. Let's measure out. All right. Let's see what we got here. 1 minute 15. Doji on the bottom. Starting to slip. Buyers trying to hold it together. Looks like they are not doing a good job. Glad we have a little room to play with. Little room to play with. $1,000, a little room to play with. That's good. Ten seconds. Paying attention. 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. Okay. All right, our orders are in. Let's see how this plays out, huh? My 3-bar again down. There's our tag. We actually probably got that fill a little low, actually, 0.25 low. So we should be in a little bit extra. We're going to put our stop. Actually, yeah, we're going to put our stop plus a buy stop there. So that should work in our favor. All right, we're starting to fall again. Want to get coffee. Should I get coffee? 3 minutes 30. I'm going to go get coffee. You know what? Let me actually clap this from my camera real quick, just in case my kid walks in the room or something. Yeah. Be back. Well, we're back. 16 seconds left. Get ready to stop out here. Oh, man, we're close. All right, we're going to get rid of this order, put the stop in here. All right, here we go. Barely came back in time for that. Almost got stopped out. Almost got our fill on the long. It's very close. Typically, the longer that we stay in this trade, the less chance it has to actually get the fill we want. And we're just moving down. Big movement down here. See if we can get our order fill. Got about 20 minutes left in this streaming session here. I'm trying to stick to an hour a day. Close to filling that gap. Not even close to filling that gap. I don't know. I think we could seriously just come all the way down here. Could definitely happen. All right, trying to focus again. We got 2 minutes left. One minute 30. Oh, just got to hang in there, baby. Just got to hang in there. We got a good stop. Good bid. Just gonna lay low. Let the trade do the work here. Not overmanage. Mm-hmm. 10 seconds left. Let's see how many points. 17, which would give us what? 3.75 for that risk. I'm not a big fan of it, but I think we're going to do it anyways. We'll see. Actually, we wouldn't put that in yet. What am I doing? So you got to focus, got to stay on here. Got to keep our eyes peeled here. We're going to take out this buy limit. We're going to put a take profit here. A lot of trades right off the morning. 3 and then a possible 4th here. I'm telling you, I am anxious. Anxious. Not like stressed anxious. I'm like no, maybe. I think I want to execute well. I want to execute well. That's the goal for me. Execute well. Two minutes 55. We continue to judge lower. Two minutes left. Just hanging out. Got about 13 minutes left of streaming, and then we're going to take a break here. One minute 23. Kicking back. This might be the first umbrella trade we do right off the rip. This is intense. 50 seconds left. We're going to have to put in a bunch of orders here consecutively. Bulls failed again. They could be trapped now pretty heavily. Gets a lot of absorption up there. That would continue our short. If we can find new selling interest, there is a buyer absorbing those sell orders down there. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to put that there. Oh, and then that didn't turn. Okay, well, I guess here it is. That made it a little bit easier on us. All right, let's see if we continue lower here. Whoever this is hanging on to, I don't know. All right, we're in for 2 now. Second stop's right here. Buy stop here. Make sure I do that correctly. Let me see here. We're just going to take a piece off of this. 58.75. See if we get some kind of pull down here. Wicking back up 3 times into this range is not a good sign. We want to see those buyers get chewed up here. We're going to hold. I'm having feelings of wanting to take the 300, 500, right? And I'm fighting those feelings right now. It's a small account. It's new. You have to let the trades play through, but I'm just letting you know that's the psychology right now. That thought came up to my head, and I just wish it away because this would put us roughly 300 gain if I get stopped out on both of these orders. And that's not what I want to see. I don't think that's what anybody wants to see, but I'm just hanging on, just kind of just being like, all right, just let you got the data. That's why backtesting helps. You got the data. Just run the data. You're going to be fine. New strats, though. New strats. So let's see if we get a little pull here. This would have been just a 3.5 gain, which isn't too much. I think that's roughly 100, 150, 175 gain on that little pull if we get that. And we're still hopefully expecting our big pull here. That is it's just not a good sign to see things being wicked back up into the range here. Buyers are trying. There's a lack of selling interest. There's just no new buying interest. I think that's the big kicker here. But we'll see what happens. I need to actually double check my let's see here, make sure this is on the right one. This is on the right one. I need to double check my account parameters. All right, gold. Oh, so we could literally pass today. Yeah. Very cool. 1 day passing with Fund Your Edge. Code is right there, man. So yeah, if that happens, we could. Oh, did we get the fill? Excellent. We got one fill. Let's see if we get the next one. There we go. Both fills. So we got 4 winners on the morning. Make sure I flatten all, cancel all. Wow. So just inside bar day today. It's pretty crazy, pretty intense actually. Up 2100. We're just kind of cruising along here. It's a really good day so far. This is how we want to start off a brand new account. So we could pass today, which would really be just insane. First day passing with the risk parameters and everything like that we're doing. I'm assuming this gap's going to get filled here really soon. So we should see some sort of bounce in this area. All right. We could have umbrellaed that last trade, but I just didn't think there was the need to take the risk here. Take some off the table. We're nursing this small account. We already had a lot of action this morning, so whew. Oh. If you guys are watching this, we're going to have our other channel breaking down our process, how we got to this, managing full-time job at the same time in a family, how to balance everything. It's very difficult. It's very difficult, but we're trying to get this full-time, and we're going to slowly be peeling back. So you can watch my I hate to say the word journey, but you will watch my journey if you go on the other the Cafe Trader. It's just called the Cafe Trader, no spaces. This is the Cafe Trader Live that you're watching, and that we're going to make our first post. I'm finishing editing this week. finish editing. I'll post our first video all about last week. Processing, 13 hours of back testing, trading and trying to do the live markets, the numbers, the data about the strategy, all of it. So, the Cafe Trader, no spaces. Day one pass would be crazy. And trading minis too. My goodness. All right, we should be filling that gap here pretty soon. Right here at 447.25. It's the gap fill. Oh, we caught a lot of the meat of this move. Tell you what. We took this one here. Took this one down. And then we took this one down. Then we took this one down. We just literally scalped that whole leg down. Crazy. So this is scalping. And I think scalping's great. I think scalping's fantastic. Scalping the 5 minute, there's still a lot of time. If you're new to trading, it might be a little tough at first. I'd probably work on like a 15 minute or something, which the 15 minute should work still, but to have a lot of opportunities during the day, to have 12 A plus setups basically in a day, to look back, not hold for a long time. Holding for a long time can be unsteady, right? Even me holding an extra 5 minutes here, I was like, ooh, I don't like it for this strat. It's hard to hold a trade for 2, 3, 4 hours and watch it just kind of bob around your take profit. You don't have a lot of mental capital. So scalping, I think, is fantastic. Scalping helps you to just be in and out, wash your hands, go to the next trade. If you lose, you lose. You're already looking for the next setup. All right, I think that gap fill's coming up. Yep, we filled the gap here. So there it is, that gap fill from the overnight session from Friday. We'll see what kind of reaction we get here now. Strong close. Wow, look at that close. That is just intense. That is just intense. Holy moly. All right, let's see what happens. I would assume we get some sort of bounce here. This would be like a point of control. Yeah, this is a point of control here. So I'm assuming we're getting some kind of, we would get some kind of bounce here from Friday's point of control. If we don't, I would be kind of surprised. If we just keep flooding down, this could be FOMC, but this is like a big bear flag essentially, right? Like this dredge up, hits the actual liquidity, just insane sell off. This puts a lot of pressure. 360s, we still got a little bit of room to go. All right, time to get back into business here. A lot of action this morning. This is nice, clean price action trading here. So this is really good for us and our strat. Very good. I have to pay attention. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. This is another setup right here. If we close below here, it nullifies everything. So we're just waiting for that inside bar. That's what we've been looking for, these inside bars. So if you guys haven't seen my video yet, but this is the, let's see if it loads. This is the piece of paper Kyle at the barbershop pulled out of the hat, because we just picked random strategies, and the goal is to say it's not about the strategy, right? It's about the trading and your preparation. But we literally just pulled 2 random strategies out of the hat, merged them together, and this is how we have this strategy. So it took me a week to back test it, and here we are. All right, 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. We're going to stream just for a few minutes longer. We'll see. We'll let this if this trade doesn't go out, we'll probably cut it. But if this trade goes on, we'll stay until that trade finishes. Possible inside here. So this bar needs to close. It's better if it closes up here. We should get some sort of bounce. I'm assuming we're going to get some sort of bounce. This is the point of control. This is the bottom end of it. You have a buyer down here, right? I'm assuming we're going to get some sort of bounce. You see, we tapped right into it. We found them over here, tapped into that, and this is where some buyers are starting to step in. I assume we bounce a little bit, maybe even. I mean, if you were to draw a fib, this is one of those times where fibs would actually, I feel like, work. So you can see a bounce all over to 455 at least. I think 382 is more realistic, 466, and then a turn again. 50 is definitely possible. So those are just things to keep in mind. I use fibs, like, not to the point, but I use them in terms of my mind. Mental Fibonacci's. All right, hitting this green zone. 1 minute left. If this bar doesn't qualify, we're going to cut the stream. One minute left. Oh, we're just pulling through this too. It's really intense. Huge extension here for the ES. 30 points. Ooh. All right, we go 30 seconds. See if they start to buy it back up in the last few seconds, trapping some bears. All right, there's that little rip I was talking about. 14 seconds left. Three, 2, 1. Okay. All right, guys. Fund Your Edge. They launched today. Use my code, the Cafe Trader, to get yourself some accounts. They're solid people, solid traders. So I'm really stoked to be trading with them. Up until then, hope you enjoyed the stream and catch us on our regular channel. You guys take care.